What is up, guys? I'm back yet again with another one. In this video, I'll be showcasing a trade analysis that played out exactly as speculated. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's look at Volatility 75 1S. Before I start, I just want to remember I promised that I wanted to briefly look at scalping. Okay. V75 1S, what do we have? While we're on the monthly time frame, what I'm seeing right now is what's given to me, and there's a level of support here from the past. From the top side, could I say there's much? Not really, but I would also want to really focus on this monthly candle. What is it saying? Today is the 26th of May. 4 more days till the new monthly candle is open and this one closes. What is happening? This month we reached somewhere around this level and we've rejected, showing some buying momentum. The market has been buying. But that's pretty much it. This month we've been buying. Let's go and see if the weekly time frame can give us more information. While on the weekly time frame, what do I see? I see, to a certain extent, a channel that is kind of flawed, because I could easily say that's the top of the channel and this is the bottom of the channel. And this whole thing here is what we call a false breakout of the channel, right? And if anything, if we have that buy bias from the monthly candle, remember, this monthly candle is showing us that we've been buying because we're rejecting from the bottom. Also, it's important for us to look at what's been happening in the recent past months. Buying, buying, buying. Probability has it that we're buying. Now, as we scale down, we're looking for reasons to buy, right? And I'm giving you that we actually have this channel here. This is, to a certain extent, a channel, right? What do I mean by a channel? Each time we touch the top of the channel, we drop. Each time we touch the bottom of the channel, we go up. We also have false breakouts. It happens. Right now, we are in the channel. We have broken above. It's possible that we might want to come into this region and then continue. Now, the question would be, we're buy biased, right? Where could I want to look for buy positions with the market structure that is in front of me, right? Quickly, I would want to consult the line graph as well. What is there? Not much, in my opinion. While we're on the weekly, what I can see, though, is that we have, like, to a certain extent, a shoulder, an area whereby, we just keep seeing some buying activity. And even on the weekly candle, weekly time frame, let's discuss what's happened for the past 10 weeks. The market has essentially just been chilling here, right? For the past 10 weeks. Each time we come here, we buy though. And so, to a certain extent, the new weekly candle has started forming. We're on our way down. But does that mean that the market is selling? Not really. This is the thing. You can't just make rash decisions without understanding what the overall flow of the market is. It's possible that this weekly candle that is only going to close next Saturday wants to reach somewhere around here and then start rejecting and start moving down. You need to be there. You need to look at what has happened in the past. This zone that I'm drawing right here is a very powerful zone, because if you look at what has happened in the past, we even have evidence of demand that took us to the top of the channel from the past. Here, we got in there and then we bought. Over here for all these weeks, we're failing to break it, right? Demand, even here. So we would want to see what is likely to happen when price does actually come in there. If we were to go to the line graph as well, I can see that this is a low. This is the most recent low. You see that? I would want to mark that. I'll just take a green line and do this. Exactly. Let's grab a horizontal green line. I want to see what happens at that low, because you see, in an uptrend, when the market is moving up, we form higher highs and higher lows, and we're not really expecting the market to just break those lows. You understand? So this is why I'm interested, right? By this low, we also have an area of past demand there. You understand? So I'm very interested to see what would happen when price gets in there. As I scale down, I would then want to see, it looks like a nice market structure play, right? Can you see now on the daily, to a certain extent, we're channeling as well, right? And we also have like a strong level of support in these areas here, right? It's like a rising wedge, if you all believe in those patterns or whatever. And also,
we broke this high, right? Okay, so essentially I want to wait there. What else is there? We have a bullish engulfing candle. This candle here is a bullish engulfing. Look at this on the daily. Shows you exactly what happened. You must be able to understand one thing. If trading is a game of using the past to predict the future and we care so much about probability, the market had been moving down for all these days. We got to here and we chilled here for 4 days. And then from nowhere, we pushed up like that. What is the reason behind that? It's an excess of demand in comparison to the supply there. And that makes it reasonable for us to wait there. That's what trading is all about, right? So essentially, yeah, I would want to mark that area. Okay. Let's mark it properly or more precisely and try get a zone out of it actually by our nice bullish engulfing candle. Now let's go to the H4. Right. Now on the H4, look at that. We have a zone. I'm going to delete everything, guys, because this is now somewhat more precise. Right. On the H4, this is what we have. One person could want to say, I want to wait for this. Right. In terms of probability, this is the thing about top-down analysis, because you must understand someone is waiting here. Right. Wants to buy that market. But what he doesn't see is what we see. Like this channel that even on the daily, we've touched the top of the channel. It's likely that this zone won't hold. It's probably, it can hold and start going up, but what is the likelihood of what you're trying to do, right? Now, what's the, would you want to play ball over here or play ball over here? Because if you play ball over here, even if this zone wants to get breached, here's the trick, right? Basically centered around what I wanted to, what I was discussing earlier. You don't have to place your buy positions in there and want to be Mr. Ambitious that the market needs to get all the way there. No, we have an active zone of demand. And if we play our cards right, by the time the market is there, even we can have made a lot of money. What am I saying? When the market does actually get there, you want to utilize whatever demand is in here. You head over to the lower time frames. Is there a reason for you to start looking for a buy? Maybe the market on the M15 forms a high and a higher high like that. You can play ball there, enter. By the time the market gets to this high, you no longer want to be involved. It's all about risk to reward. You've utilized an area of high demand and you've gotten out where you need to be.
Okay, so there you have it, guys. As speculated, volatility 75-1S did exactly as expected. As you can see, we're currently on the weekly time frame, and price did revisit that low we discussed, and it shot right up. So if we're to quickly head over to the line graph, you can see that this is the low that was outlined, all right? And price came back in there, and it started moving to the upside. Let's head over to the daily time frame and see this zone in a more precise way. So as you can see on the daily time frame, this was the key point of interest that was outlined along with that bullish engulfing candle. And price managed to literally mitigate almost half of the zone. And then for the past couple of days, we've been moving to the upside. It's very important for us to also then scale down to the lower time frames just to see how one could have caught an entry. And while we're on the M15 time frame, you know, you can see that before price started moving in our direction, the market structure changed. As you can see, we had a high over here, and we also had a higher high. And obviously, one would want to wait at the most recent low so that you can look for entries. Whatever the case may be, for as long as price was in this zone, one would have needed to be looking for buy executions. So this is just an example to show you guys the power of speculation, the power of also staying prepared. You want to really mark up your zones before price gets in there so that you know exactly how you conduct yourself once it does. All right. If you like what you see, feel free to contact me for access to one of my many services. Also, follow my Instagram page to stay in tune with market analysis and trade outcomes. You can find my contact details and Instagram handle in the description of this video. Until next time, ciao.